Hey guys, so it's been snowing since 5 a.m. this morning and I don't think it's going to be stopping anytime soon. Boy, this has been a brutal winter, but I know a lot of you have been affected by it also, but we just had snow a couple days ago. Now we've got it again, and then we're supposed to get it again Sunday night going into Monday or something like that. So this is my dead of winter makeup look. When I think of winter makeup, this is what I think of. Dark, deep lips and smoky, brown smoky eye, medium to dark smoky eye. Let me close my eyes and come in so you can see the eye look a little better, because I know that the white snow outside is kind of making the lighting a little too bright, a little too white. So there's what that eye look looks like. So yeah, when I think of winter makeup, this is what I think of. And in case anybody is wondering, I always put the products that I'm wearing in the description box, but in case anybody wants to know exactly how I use those products, this eye makeup is all the original Urban Decay Naked palette, and this is this palette is all bronze toned neutrals. So what I did was I did Virgin all over, and then I put Smog on the lids, and I used Buck in the crease. So that's what this look is. Oh, and then I always take whatever the darkest color is, I usually drag it down below my lower lash line. So I do have Smog underneath there. And then I just took a dark brown pencil. I used Jordana. Did I use Jordana? Yeah. A Jordana eyeliner in Morning Coffee. I put that on the waterline, tight line, lots of black mascara. And when I did my brows today, I normally just use the gray part of the palette, but today I mixed the gray and the brown together and did my brows a little bit darker because I think they would have looked too gray and too cool tone against all the warm brown shadows. So I sort of darkened up my brows a little bit to sort of balance it out better. And then on my lips is one of my new lipsticks. Tried this out for the first time, and that is Wet n Wild Megalast lipstick in Cherry Bomb. This is number 918D. I did not know at the time that this was supposed to be a dupe for MAC Diva. Now, I already had MAC Diva, so had I known that, I probably wouldn't have bought. I mean, I like this lipstick, but if I already had something exactly the same, then I don't need two of them. And I usually do that. I usually do check to see if I have anything similar, but for whatever reason, I guess I forgot this time. So let me swatch them and we'll find out together, because I have not done this yet. I thought it would be more fun to do it live on camera. This is gonna stain the heck out of my hand, but whatever. This is the price we pay for beauty. Okay, so Wet n Wild Cherry Bomb looks like that swatched. It's just a deep, dark burgundy lipstick, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I would say burgundy. You gotta be real careful putting the covers on these, because something about the way it's designed, you can like bump the side of the lipstick very easily with the cover. I've already done it once, I don't want to do it again. And then this is MAC Diva. And let's swatch that right next to it. Oh yeah, those are identical dupes. So if you've always wanted MAC Diva, get the Wet n Wild Megalast and Cherry Bomb. Same thing. Here we go. This is the MAC one right here, and the one next to it is the Wet n Wild. same thing. All right, let's get those off, those swatches off immediately. Now, little did I know that the other two lipsticks that I bought that same day were also MAC dupes. Like I said, I usually check these things ahead of time, but for whatever reason, I didn't. Okay, now I can't compare them, but I can at least give you the information because I don't have the MAC versions of these. So I'm glad now that I know that, so that, you know, I won't buy them. Okay, this is a gorgeous peach lipstick, this next one. It is also a Wet n Wild Megalast lipstick. It's number 903C. It's called Just Peachy. Very carefully get this cover off. And, oh shoot, I just dropped it. Oh well. So that's what that looks like. And let me swatch it so you can really see the color. Isn't that beautiful? I do not have any peach lipsticks that look like this. I think this is a really unique peach lipstick. At least it is to my collection. This is a dupe for a limited edition MAC lipstick that is not available right now, called Jazzed. It was in a collection maybe 2 years ago, so it could be released again, but really, really pretty peach lipstick, and I can't wait to try this out. I'm so psyched to try that out, and I'll get that later. And the third one is also a Wet n Wild Megalast lipstick. It's number, oh, I didn't take that swatch off. Get that off there before it stains. The last one is 916D, and this is Raven Raisin. And this is also a dupe for a MAC lipstick. There's what it looks like. This is a geez, let's see. How can I describe this? I'm gonna say this is, it's a purple with some red to it. Or is it a red with a lot of purple to it? Yeah, it's a reddish purple. This is a dupe for MAC Heroin. I don't have MAC Heroin, but they say that this is spot on, exact same thing. So I'm really glad that I got these, because these aren't the types of colors that I would normally reach for. Well, they never used to be anyway. I'm really loving all this warm tone dark makeup. I think it's not something that somebody like me would normally reach for, but I've been really enjoying this big change in my makeup taste, and I think I want to just start doing my makeup more seasonally. I think it's a lot of fun to really go for you know, whatever is in season. I gotta get that cover for that lipstick. Hold on. What I was going to tell you about these lipsticks is they're a little on the dry side, so make sure if you get some of these, make sure you moisturize your lips really well before you use them. Otherwise, you know, you're going to run into some problems. So, okay, so those are the dupes for the 3 lipsticks that I bought the other day. Oh, and in case you're wondering, for a lip liner with the Cherry Bomb, I used NYX Auburn, and I thought that that was a good match. Okay, now the other thing that I wanted to talk about is sort of related to dupes, and that's why I wanted to include that information in this video. I had sort of gotten away from the whole makeup thing maybe a month ago, and I was actually thinking about not even doing makeup videos anymore. I had just lost interest in makeup. I don't know what happened, but it fortunately didn't last that long, and now I'm back to doing the makeup videos again. And so I'm back in my makeup mode again, but this is dangerous because I only have X amount of money to spend, and I can't just go out and buy anything I want. I have to be really careful about what I buy and how much I spend. And so what ends up happening is, like, I'll watch a video, or I'll see a picture in an advertisement in a magazine, or I'll be reading a blog post, or I'll be looking at a store's website for the makeup section, or I'll see something in a store. But anyways, I see all these things that I want, and I can't get them, you know. Like I said, I have to be very careful about what I spend. And so I thought, you know, I gotta come up with some ways to ease this, because it can really drive you crazy, you know, when you see things that you want and you can't get them. So I came up with a couple of ideas that have really helped, and I thought I would pass them along to you guys, because, you know, you might want to try doing this too. It's really helped me a lot. So one of the things that I've been doing is, if I see something that I really like, I go on the internet and I find a picture of the item and I print it out. And then I take that picture and I bring it to my makeup collection, and I go through the whole thing and I try to find a dupe in my collection that I already have of the product that I was kind of lusting after. Now, if you have a smartphone or something like that, then you don't need to print out a picture. I thought of that afterwards, because I have an iPod Touch, so I could have put the picture up on my iPod Touch and then just brought the iPod Touch over to my makeup collection. But either way, if you don't have a smartphone or an iPod Touch, just print out a picture off the internet of the item that you're interested in, and, you know, bring it over to your collection. Now, the picture that I'm going to show you first, I didn't know it was going to print out this big. I ended up using half the black ink cartridge printing this picture out, and once it finished, I wasn't paying attention to when it was printing. I heard it going through the reels, so I wasn't concerned because I knew it was printing. But then when I saw the finished product, I was like, oh no. And I checked the ink levels, and sure enough, I used like half the black ink cartridge. And as you know, ink cartridges for printers are, you know, really expensive, so I should have just bought the makeup item. It would have been cheaper. But anyways, so this is a picture of CoverGirl's new Bombshell products. Now, I don't know if these are limited edition or not. I've seen them like on a special display at stores, but they might be part of the permanent line. I'm not really sure. But anyways, they have these two new products. One is a nail polish, one is a lipstick. The shade is on both of them is called Bombshells. The lipstick I wasn't concerned with, because I know I have a ton of lipsticks that look exactly like that, so that doesn't entice me at all. But what did entice me was this beautiful nail polish. It's a fuchsia with silver glitter running through it, and I said, wow, that is gorgeous. And I was going to buy it, and then I was like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Maybe you don't need to do that. Sure enough, I went through my collection and I found not one, but two dupes in my collection for that exact same polish. One is the brand Island Girl, and the color is Island Lei, L-E-I. And Island Girl is a brand that they sell at ABC stores, and unfortunately ABC stores are only in Hawaii and Las Vegas. So I've been to Las Vegas many times, and every time I go out there, I always go to the ABC store and get some Island Girl nail polish, because it's really really good quality. At least this line is. If you ever go there, don't get the color changing ones, because those are horrible. But the ones like in the core line that look like this are really good quality, and this is exactly like that CoverGirl polish. Here, let me hold it up so you can see. So see, it's the exact same thing. So I don't need this CoverGirl polish. The other one that I have that is exact dupe for it is Funky Fingers Favorite Girl. And if you're not familiar with Funky Fingers, Funky Fingers is sold at Five Below. And of course everything at Five Below is $5 and under. So that polish is only like, I don't know, $2.99 or something like that. It's not expensive. The only thing though with Five Below is they'll have like polishes in certain shades, and then those will go away and they'll have different ones that come out, so they don't always have the same things. So like I'm sure they don't have this anymore, but my point is I found 2 dupes that I already had in my collection, so I don't need that CoverGirl one. And this is what I've been doing. I've been printing out pictures of things that I think are pretty and then trying to see if I have something just like it. Here's another example. This is a Sonia Kashuk blush in the color Flamingo. Really pretty, right? Well, I went through my collection the other day and realized that my MAC Summer Rose blush, and this is from a limited edition collection called Rose Romance, but this is the exact same blush, right? So I don't need to get that Sonia Kashuk one. And I think a lot of people do that, you know. We're so drawn to certain colors over and over again that we end up buying other things that are just like what we have that we don't need. So that's what I've been doing, and it seems to be working out pretty well. Now, what if you don't have a dupe for something in your collection? Well, that's exactly why I bought the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, because it's a whole palette full of rose-toned neutral eyeshadows, and it's pretty much the first of its kind. You know, nobody has done that before, so it was unique, so I did get it, but it sent me back 52 bucks, so that kind of like killed the budget for makeup for a little while anyway. But it was unique, and I'm really glad I got it, and it's something different that I don't have in my collection. So that's what I've been doing. Now the other thing that I've been doing that has helped is I have like an ongoing running wish list. If I see something that I really want, I put it on my wish list, and I'll write down like the name of the product, the shade, the price, and just keep adding to the list when I see things. And what ends up happening is over time I realize that maybe there's something on that list that I don't really want anymore, or I'll hear something bad about it. You know, somebody will mention in a video that it wasn't good quality, or they return theirs and here's why, or something like that. So that works out good as long as it's not a limited edition product. If it's a limited edition product, then obviously you can't have something sitting on a wish list for very long, or it's not going to be available anymore. But I've been really trying to get away from the limited edition products for a while now, because I find that that can be so frustrating that if you don't get to the store on the exact right day and then you don't get it. So I try to just turn off anything I hear or read about limited edition products, because it's just you know, it can be aggravating. And I find that really most companies' best products are in their core line anyway. The limited edition products, sometimes it'll be a pretty color, but maybe the formula won't be as good or something like that. I mean, there are exceptions. Every once in a while something will come out that's really great, and then you kick yourself later on because you didn't get it, because it ends up being, you know, something unique, and now who knows when you'll be able to get it again. But that's the exception, I think, rather than the rule. So I think for the most part it's fairly safe to ignore the limited edition collections. So those are just some tips that might help. You know, if you're having similar problems to what I am, that there's all this stuff that you want and you can't get it. So, you know, look in your stash. You may already have something just like it, or make yourself a wish list, and once it's been on the list long enough, there's going to be something else that you want more, and then you won't want that thing as much anymore. Or just keep, you know, looking at pictures of it and trying to decide, is this really unique? Do I really need this or want this? And then, you know, if time goes by and then, you know, you have some more free money to spend on makeup, maybe you will want to get it, maybe you won't. but it's worth it to, you know, sort of sit on it for a while and contemplate it. So hopefully this video helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.